This is Jill Janus of Huntress, and you're watching The Age of Metal.
Jill, once again back in Tempe after almost a couple of years, right?
No, we played here last year, I believe. Yeah, 2014. Yeah.
I think it was for dancing.
Danzig. We played here with Lamb of God. Maybe Arch Enemy.
No, I don't.
No, not Arch Enemy. Okay, yeah, Lamb of God. Yeah, I remember we got really stoned in this room with Willie.
Well, this is a short tour, but it's a chance to see the new Huntress material, and actually our first chance since you guys haven't toured here this year. How excited are you to get back on the road and hit the stage again?
Well, it's always a blast getting on stage and doing what you love and living for your purpose, especially in Tempe. We have fanatics here, Huntress fanatics, so whenever we come here, it's always a great time.
Well, now, with the new songs, and I know this is the first tour, how this set list looks like?
We're doing a combination of, obviously pushing the new album, playing a lot of new material, and we're also, doing fan favorites from Spell Eater and Starbound Beast. It's a very dynamic set. As we become better musicians, we want to also expand and explore different ways to present our show to the audience. So yeah, it's very authentic, it's in your face, it's very raw.
Static came out last September, and it seems, for what I hear and for what I read about the album and about yourself, it's a very personal album. We're really close to heart, really close to what you are. And I mean, out of the trilogy, it's pretty much the closest thing that you get into the mind of Huntress. How has been the fan response to this?
The fans have been amazing. I think many fans can relate to the content of Static. And it is a very personal album lyrically for me, and it was cathartic writing it. So there's many things within it. Of course, I always weave in little secrets. With the trilogy, the Huntress trilogy now is complete, and the new era begins. Besides finding all the little nuances within it, you're going to get a reality that's never really been present in this occult theme band. So there's a reality that's present on Static that is new, and that fans can really relate to. And it's been amazing the support I've received from fans and from my fellow musicians.
The lyrical aspect of the album is quite heavy, quite real. But in the recording level, what was the most difficult part at the time to create it?
There were a few difficult aspects to recording Static. With our producers, Paul Fig and Jim Rhoda, we kept getting great tour offers. So, we wrote and recorded one album a year, but we completed Static. We kind of went over into, the second year. So we were able to release 2012, 2013, finished almost by the end of 14, and then released in 15 through Napalm Records. The difficult part with that is we wanted to release it in sequence of 3, but what happened was we were on tour with Arch Enemy. Then we got an offer to go on tour with Amon Amarth in Europe and England. So by the time we came back from Amon Amarth, that was already February 2015. So we went in the studio and we nailed it. 1 month later, we were ready to go.
But I noticed that you guys are good to write the road. Other bands prefer having a time off the road to write. How did the road help you to, put this album together?
I write on the road. No one else in the band writes on the road.
Okay.
Yeah, it's we go home. Blake goes home and he bangs his head against the wall and says, "God, we got to get this album done in 4 months." Meanwhile, I'm being a strict mistress and leading him along. But yeah, I mean, on the road, I get influenced a lot, by different places, especially having the opportunity and chance to tour the world. A lot of different places I go, a lot of people I meet, and it's gonna bring on inspiration for sure.
What happened on this record on Static that didn't happen on Starbound Beast, and it never occurred on Spell Eater?
What happened on this current album?
That didn't happen.
Well, I think if you're looking at the creative aspect, and the production-wise, Paul Fig and Jim Rhoda, our producers, they really wanted to go for a more vocal-based melodic album.
Mm-hmm.
So they stripped away a lot of my aggression, which is the actual way that I wanted the trilogy to go. I wanted it to kind of head into the final album of the Chrome theme, and bringing it back to elements of doom and death and wisdom and the new era, as I've spoken of many times. So yeah, I think the approach with this one is that it's a lot more melody based, and the songwriting is stronger. And yeah, there's lots of melody and a lot of harmony. The most harmonies I've ever done on this record, and it was thrilling. I got to really sing, and maybe we'll see. Maybe I'll go back to screaming for the fourth one. They really pissed me off sometimes. Let me tell you, I got pissed off in the studio. You don't need to scream. You can sing. So there you go. Turned out great though.
Now, Jill, this album, like we were talking about, is the last trilogy, the end of the trilogy. But I mean, what lies what is after this trilogy? Are you guys continue with Napa Records? Going to be a new era? Where the next album will take Huntress to?
Well, we are going to start writing the fourth album this February. I've already started, but Blake will be joining me. And we are going to branch out and try another record label.
Okay.
Napalm has been amazing for us, and they've been so supportive of our creativity. But I wanted to have a good closure with them and create this Napalm trilogy that's going to be very special. And in longevity, I see it becoming, part of our legacy without a doubt. So we'll be going elsewhere for a record label, but that was our choice, and I believe that we just need to grow up a little bit and move on.
Well, the beautiful thing about trilogies is that at the end you also get the whole thing. As in movies, you see in Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, we will see at any point some sort of trilogy special edition of Huntress with included probably all material that you guys haven't recorded or something.
Wow,
like that?
you're really going for it. Well, that really depends on Napalm. Napalm and Huntress will always remain family, and I feel that in the future, once we earn it, because we have not earned it yet.
Okay.
Once we earn that, then we can discuss how we want to create certain packages for fans, and there's so much material and so many handwritten lyrics, and even things I did with Lemmy Kilmister for Starbound Beast, the I Want to Fuck You to Death song. That there's so many things I have that I've been saving.
Okay.
That one day we may put something together, but at this point we just haven't earned it.
Sweet,
Yeah.
sweet. I mean, that's good to know. That is the material in there.
Oh, there's things yes, there's many things. Let's just leave it at that.
Good. Now, this year was a revelation for many of us. About your struggles with mental illness and with cancer, which you totally just kick ass. And
It's
definitely
gone.
congratulations that is gone. What makes you open up and talk about these issues, talk about these personal issues that are, not many artists do that. Not many artists open that door to everybody.
I've got nothing to hide. I've always been very straightforward with everything, and if I can speak of an issue that has a lot of stigma attached to it, and be a mental health advocate, I will. I've come a long way. I've spent my entire lifetime learning how to navigate with mental illness, and I've been very successful. I've had a life that most people dream of, and that just goes to show you that if I can do it, you can do it. And the real reason why I was so open about it is because the whole album has content. Every single song is about a certain aspect of my lifelong struggle with mental illness. And again, the fans and my fellow musicians have been so supportive.
Now, closing up, the year is over. This tour is pretty much 6 dates. What is next for Huntress in 2016? And we will see you guys again on a bigger tour.
You're the first to hear it. Huntress will be headlining in 2016.
Good.
My dream is finally coming true. Finally, I won't be playing in front of the 2 drum sets with 4 feet to deal with, you know. I mean, we've been on amazing tours and we've had a lot of visibility, but the time has come where I want to create the set and the staging and the costumes that I've always dreamed of, and it will happen. So you're the first to hear it.
So we will see that probably by summer, spring?
We are working on that right now. That will be coming soon for you. Okay?
Well, Jill,
All
it's
right.
always a thrill talking to you. Definitely
Thank
thank you very
you.
much. And we wish you the best on this tour, these 6 dates, and definitely looking forward for tonight, the new material for Static.
Thank you. Thanks so much.